You? How you doing? Yeah, my streams have been like few and far between, right? Give me a thumbs up. Even bushwatchers when you hear my voice. I think it's almost automatic now through StreamYard and Noble. But give me a thumbs up when you get this. I There's a live I've been wanting to do for like, I don't know, a couple days. And yeah, I'm live. There's a live I've been wanting to do for like, I don't know, a couple days. And I just sat on it. I sat on it. I sat on it. I sat on it, right? I asked you to give me a thumbs up, right? Also, it's only $5 a month to join my channel. And I'm gonna be gone for a minute, and I could use the $5. Every $5 like adds up. So if you don't mind, hit the join, right? Um, but yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a minute, right? Flama, I'm gonna show you how fucking ignorant you are, right? Thanks, Sister Drag. So I'm gonna show. I don't know, like there's so much I'm gonna talk about you, you fucking psychotic fucking bitch, right? There's so much. Apologize. I just lit a cigarette, of course. I Where do I start? Where do I start? In your live that you did today, you admitted you admitted to calling the hospital where I was at. Question: why would you even call my hospital that I was at that I did a live stream from to make sure I was there? You're a fucking liar. I was swatted at that hospital. Hey, Carly, how are you? Ray. Um, so Flava admitted in her live that she called the hospital that I was at. And then again in her live, she even confirmed the hospital that I was at, right? And it's kind of funny. Oh, Lowell's actually feeling it. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Go play. Yeah, Lowell's not feeling very well. Just keep it real. Go fuck yourself. Okay? If you're married, you never get laid. Literally. And I'm hoping my mods are blocking this. Yeah, Flava called the police on me. So here's the deal, right? I was in the hospital. I got out of ICU at like, I don't know, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and on a Friday. And I called Mike, and I'm like, I don't have any clothes. I was double wearing hospital gowns, like one in the front, one in the back, right? Because when I went to the hospital, they cut my clothes off of me. I don't remember that, but they cut my clothes off of me when I was in ICU. They don't care. Right? They're like, we're gonna preserve her t-shirt and shorts. No, they cut my clothes off of me, and I had no clothes whatsoever. And so, I was 10, 13, like to a psychiatric hospital because I had a suicide attempt, and they wanted me to be cleared by a psychiatrist, like I guess from their hospital or whatever, right? Um, and I thought I was gonna be discharged on Friday, and Mike came. Well, so on Friday I thought I was gonna be sent to a hospital, right? And so Mike packed up my clothes for me, right? Sorry, smoking a cigarette. Mike, I know that you're watching me, and you're like a pussy piece of shit for not telling the truth. Like literally, like you're a piece of shit for not telling the truth. And all you have to do is like call my digits right, and we would be okay. So hold on. She called acting like yeah, okay. So I'm not even talking about the most sabotage thing at first, right? So I had an SA right attempt on my life, or S whatever you call it, right? And I just wanted to go to sleep. I just wanted to go to sleep on the sofa, um, and just not wake up. I mean, period. Like that's it. I just wanted. She played it live. She recorded last phone call. Michelle was on a vent. I'll eyes on you. If you can get that recording, I'd really appreciate it for court. Seriously. Um. So like, I just want to go to bed and not wake up at my house. Um. I mean, I guess it. I mean, it worked. I went to sleep, but I did wake up, right? But from what everyone sent me, when I was on my vent, when I was on my vent, I was in ICU on a ventilator. Flama called and said that she was Melissa Sabotage and that she was ATN's wife. I mean, can I get that for like impersonation? Like, can you get in trouble for impersonation? Because you fake everything, right, Flama? But apparently it's on a live. We get it, right? I was on a fucking vent. And Flama called the hospital when I was on a vent. Let me back up. She's been contacting ATN since day one, my ex-husband, and he's not on YouTube. So I don't even know why she's contacting my ex-husband, but there's been at least, according to ATN, 150 messages that she sent to him, right? Oh, the Taylor Love channel. Oh, you fucking, you doxed my 16-year-old minor daughter, right? But kids are off limits, right? They're off limits, right, Flama? Kids are off limits. Well, explain the Tim Trumbull channel because you fucking made up a fake channel, Flava. But oh, it's okay. You admitted to it. What the fuck? What the fuck? You ex- you exposed my 16-year-old minor daughter on that channel. You dumb fucking twat. But kids are off limits, right? Only her adult children are. Yeah, only her adult children are off limits, right? I can't talk about your adult children. But you toxed my 16-year-old daughter. You fucking cunt. Like, who does that? And you made up a fake channel name from like my kid. Timmy was like, I think 21 at the time, right? I mean, like, what is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? Like, just let me drop off that. But Flava, the Tim Trumbull channel, my child, children off limits, right? You made a channel on my son's name, and you doxed a minor child on that channel, right? I should fucking go after you on YouTube just for that, just for that. But let's talk. Let's talk, right? Let's talk. Flava, you said my driver's license was fucking like suspended, and I was gonna go to jail. Okay, okay. I got a ticket for like illegal tent right on Wednesday. And guess what? They ran my license, bitch. Bitch. Right? For the second time with my legal driver's license. And you say I'm not legal. I'm legal in Georgia, you stupid cunts. Do you understand that? I'm legal to drive in Georgia. But all these lies on YouTube, it's so stupid. It's so ridiculously stupid, right? Now, Flava, you admitted on your live stream today that you called the fucking hospital where I was staying. Why'd you call the hospital, Flava? Why'd you do that? I mean, like, you were like, yeah, I called the hospital to make sure she was there, and they wouldn't give me any verification that she was there. Bitch, I got swatted like 20 minutes after I logged off, right, on a live. It was you, you fucking cunt. It was you, you fucking cunt. You did it. You did it. They couldn't tell you I was staying there, but you lied. You flat out lied, and you said that I said I was going to shoot up the fucking parking lot, right? You said I was going to shoot up the parking lot and kill everybody in my path. I got discharged from ICU at like 6 in the morning, and Mike got there, I don't know, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon to bring me clothes because I didn't have any clothes. They cut the clothes off of me in the emergency room when they put me in ICU. You admitted you called the hospital. You admitted that you called the hospital. Why the fuck would you call a hospital when I went live from a hospital bed? You're a fucking lying piece of shit. It was you. It was you. And Slicer 1972, yeah, Mike. Mike even admitted that I was swatted in my hospital room. Like I got out of ICU and I finally got a hospital bed, right? And Mike came to bring me some clothes because I had no clothes. None. None. Nothing. I just had those hospital gowns, right? And Mike came up and he brought me clothes and we were hanging out and chilling. And I like logged on and Mike's like, you probably shouldn't go live. I'm like, nah, whatever. I'm gonna go live, right? And Flama admitted to calling the hospital that I was at. So imagine that. Like about 15 or 20 minutes after my live ended, right? I got swatted in a fucking hospital room. Literally. How crazy is that? I mean, I've been swatted numerous times at my house, right? But like Mike was sitting in a chair playing like solitaire. We were chilling out. I was in my hospital bed. When did she admit that? On her past live that she just did. Right? So let me tell you some shit, bitch. I know it was you. Matter of fact, when I get the FOIA, like the body cams, because you can't get those, bitch, but I can. Do you know what a SWAT is? I do. I know when I'm laying in my hospital bed and like I don't know, fucking five cops just bust into my room with their hands on their guns, as Mike said in Flava's live, right? That's swatted. When I'm like a patient in a hospital and there's more than five plus cops coming in my room with guns on their hands on their guns, right? For no reason whatsoever. Michelle, she can get the FOIA and she requested it to stop that. Oh, Jen, I saw that. She requested it, but she can't because it's HIPAA. She can't. It's HIPAA, right? It was in a hospital, but guess who can get the FOIA and guess who is requesting the FOIA Monday morning? Oh, me. That would have made the news. They apologized like fuck. They apologized like fuck for what they did, right? And I legit probably have a lawsuit against the fucking hospital. But I will say that all the cops that came in the room were very respectful. I mean, she can get the FOIA. I don't care. I'm going to get them too. And I'm going to post the FOIA. And Mike, right? Mike is going to be on cam saying it was Flava that did that to her. It was Mike that looked up Flava's mother, being like, well, no, she wasn't kicked out yet. It was Mike that looked up the information about her burning her city down, right? Like, literally, like, I was just sitting in my fucking hospital bed. And all of a sudden, these cops just swarmed in my room. It scared the fuck out of me. I was shaking. Mike was not disturbed at all. He doesn't get disturbed. Slicer, you don't get disturbed about anything. And Mike was like playing freaking video games, right? Midnight Shenanigans. I've been swatted 5 times at my house. Why didn't you? Because like I haven't really even logged on since I got out of the hospital because I'm trying to like make my mental health okay. Yeah, Flava did it. Flava admitted. Why would Flava call a hospital when I went live and showed that I was like in a hospital bed and I was a patient there? Right. And she called to try to confirm it. No, no. Mike and I know 100% it was Flava. Yeah, there was all of a sudden I'm laying in my hospital bed, right? I'm like laying in my hospital bed, and these cops like swarm into my room, guns like fucking drawn, like, and they said that I said when I went on my live, which was only 26 minutes, thank fucking God, right? That I was gonna shoot up the hospital parking lot. Like I was a patient. I was a patient in the hospital, and Flava admitted to calling the hospital. She admitted that on her live, right? Jen Harris, Jen Harris, they're gonna have that conversation recorded, and I'm gonna prove it was Flava. Stop sticking up for people, right? Who the fuck does that? I literally, they transferred me from ICU to like a regular room at about 5:30 a.m. I went live around, I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was swatted. Like Mike even admitted it. Like he was just sitting there. So when they brought me to the hospital at first, they cut my clothes off, and I had no clothes, right? And I was supposed to be transferred into a mental hospital, right? And I called Mike, and I'm like, hey, bro, like I don't, they're transferring me to X place, right? But I don't have any clothes. Like I have none. Like they cut my clothes off of me, and I need clothes. And so like I don't know, he grabbed a whole bunch of shit from my house. And made his mother wash and dry shit. But he came up with a duffel bag of clothes, right? I thought the next day I was going to be transferred into a mental hospital. Do you know why? I didn't get transferred to a mental hospital because I was swatted, right? And the cops fucked up. And so the supervisor, so like the supervisor, I don't know what his title is in the hospital, the administrator, like was like, oh shit. Like I literally got transferred out of ICU like probably I don't know 5 6 hours. Literally, like I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 hours. I got transferred. Yeah, well, no, I got transferred between 5 and 6 in the morning, and Mike made it there at like 3 p.m. So yeah, that is like, and I got swatted at 4. Flava actually admitted today that she called the hospital to see if I was a patient there. No shit. You just admitted that in your life, you stupid bitch. Because the one that we're going to take you to, right, Georgia SWAT. They had to give a reason. They did give a reason. They said that I said I was going to shoot up the parking lot and kill people in the parking lot. And I wasn't even out of ICU for 12 hours. Yeah, there was a threat that was called into the hospital. Hey, Flava, you called the hospital and they said I wasn't a patient. You lying fucking cunt. You knew where I was at. You knew where I was at. And you called in a threat, right? You did. You told them I was going to shoot up the fucking parking lot. And like Slicer, 1972, Mike, he even admitted that. He even admitted that you did that to me. Do you understand that? Now, let's go a little bit further with you, you stupid fucking cunt. Because I know you're streaming me live, right? So let's talk about what a piece of shit you are, right? On top of that, I was on a ventilator. And this is before I even got swatted. I was on a ventilator in ICU. And Flava was texting my ex-husband to say, hey, she's on a ventilator. She can't do anything. Change the locks right now. And ATM did not respond to you, right, Flama? ATM did not respond to you, right? And then you called the courthouse while I was on a ventilator. I tried to take my fucking life. I just wanted to go to bed and not wake up, right? I tried to take my life. Am I going treatment? Yeah, of course I am. Actually, if anything, Flava is the one that delayed the process because the hospital discharged me that day because, like, they were so scared they were going to be liable for a whole bunch of shit, right? Seriously. Yeah, when you get the FOIA and find out, oh, it was 100% Flava. It was 100% Flava. I'm not going to apologize. So, I was supposed to be, like, sent from the hospital to a mental institution, but guess what? The hospital discharged me immediately. Immediately. Because of a fucking fake call in. And like, Flava, you contact my ex husband all the time. One, he's never been part of YouTube. Two, leave him the fuck alone, you fucking lonely loser. Because I'll start contacting your ex husband if you want. I'll get some shit on you, bitch. Because I've got video already of you smoking pot, right? It's on the the Dono page, right? To me, it makes no sense why someone would call the hospital, right? It was Flava. 100% it was Flava. It was her. I never said a word. I didn't even give her the justification of saying that. And like Mike and I, Slicer, 1970, we talked about that. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna do a live about it. Like, I'm not even giving her the justification because I know it's her. And I will, because it's me. We'll get the fucking body cams. Slicer, Flava, Mike was looking up information about you burning houses down, right? When the cops were in the room because we knew it was you that did this to me. Who does that? Who does that? I literally tried to take my life. I got out of ICU, and like 10 hours later, you stupid fucking ignorant fucking hood rat bitch, right? You call the hospital, and I mean, like, what was even like the justification? Like, a patient's gonna shoot up the fucking parking lot, and I just got out of ICU? No, that was 100% you. That was 100% you. As a matter of fact, I'm working with the police department to get the calls traced back to prove that it was you, you stupid asshole. And then, and then I went to court with my ex-husband, right? And it was a Zoom call. And I was logged into Zoom. I was logged into Zoom, and I get a text saying my son overdosed on heroin. I've got the text message. It's in my phone. I literally have the text messages in my fucking phone that was sent to me saying my son overdosed on heroin, right? Oh, and then all of a sudden, within like a 15 or 20-minute period, my son that's addicted to heroin, Amber had him up on on her live. Within like a 15 or 20-minute period of me losing my shit, right? And my son's never taken a fucking link anywhere. Oh, that wasn't planned out. That wasn't planned out. Not at all. Not at all. All of a sudden, I get a text message right before I go to court with my ex husband that my son overdosed on heroin. And then, oh, I'm sorry, like within like 20 or 30 minutes, my son is live and took a link on Amber's channel and he's never taken a link anywhere else. What the fuck? Like, if you guys can't use your fucking head, like legit, like if you can't use your mind, like Joseph is not sober. How the fuck did Amber get him on panel so fast? How did she do that? It was a setup. It was 100% a setup. Literally, it was a setup. Like, I was in the Zoom call. I was in the Zoom call, and I got a text that said my son overdosed and died, right? And then I flipped out because, right, I can't remember if it was the 16th or 17th, but his best friend overdosed and died on November 17th. I think it was the 16th, right? No, you could, right. Yeah, somebody said he died at 3. No, it wasn't 3:09. And I've got text messages to my ex husband. I've got text messages begging Etienne to go, like, because he's in New Orleans, to go to the coroner's office and identify Joseph, right? Like, how much can you fuck with a person to tell them that their child overdosed and died on heroin? And 12 minutes before a court hearing is supposed to happen, right? And how convenient that Amber had Joseph queued up to go live. This is stupid. And Flava, you're like, oh, I don't have to go to court. Bitch, did you tell people that your last court date was in 2023? Right? Did you? Oh, no, you didn't. You just went to court in 2023. And what's up? Your mom's not the mayor anymore. I don't believe it was set up. Oh, he said. No, Midnight Shenanigans. Holy shit. When I saw Joseph on live, right, on Amber's like chat, I was like bawling with happiness, right? I was so happy that like there was proof of life on my son, right? I was so happy. And I think he looks good. Like, I know he's addicted to heroin, but like he's not 110 pounds anymore, right? But it was a setup. It was a setup. Every life Leva does, she's like, I want you living under an overpass. I want you homeless. Blah 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 blah. It was a setup. Like, like I don't know. I mean, maybe the number was spoofed. I don't know how it came in, right? Yes, I contacted ATN, bestie. I was like, ATN, please go to the coroner's office and like confirm that it's Joseph because I got a text that he's dead. You're right, I did, and I've got proof of that. I've got 100% proof of that, of me contacting ATN and being like, baby, please, like, please go to the coroner's office and just confirm that it's my son, right? Um, yeah, like Jonathan's birthday was November 17th. Alex was given a hot shot on November 17th, and I think it was November 16th when that text came in. But the judge can 100% say that I was on the Zoom call. And, like, fuck. So I'm crying about my kid. Uh, Joseph only reaches out to me when he needs things. Like when he goes to jail and he needs money in his books, yada, yada, yada. And I've told everyone that forever. I've told everyone that forever. Joseph is, I don't like my mom. She's like so like negative in my life, blah, 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 blah. Right. And then when you go to jail and you're looking at fucking prison time, like 10 to 99 years in jail, right? Which, by the way, my son skipped out on his probation. So when, not if, when they pick him up, stupid ass, Joseph, stupid ass. But when they pick him up, he's doing 10 years hard labor. Like, literally. Like he had 3 years probation or 10 years hard labor, right? And he busted out his probation. And so guess what happens? I mean, that's not in my hands. I have nothing to do with that. But he's doing 10 years hard labor because he skipped out his probation. Did Amber and Flavor told him on panel? I think it was fucked up no matter what, Michelle. No, like, I didn't know anything. Like, I got a text that said that Joseph overdosed, right? And, I mean, I have all the proof, right? And I'm going to tell you that Flavor called the hospital and tried to get me swatted. Now, Flavor, let me tell you what an ignorant bitch you are. You said my charges are moved to Superior Court, right? Ah, ah. Her charges are moved to Superior Court. Ah, ah. It's a felony because they're in Superior Court. Bitch, look up my divorce papers. Right, right. The first, like the first whatever of divorce was filed in Superior Court, dumbass. There's no district court here, dummy. Literally. There's civil court and there's Superior Court, and that's it. I live in a small town. I mean, I know you don't understand because your mom was a mayor and like you don't have to go to court for anything great. But like look up like the first decree of our divorce. 18 and I went through Superior Court for our divorce. You stupid fucking cunt. Really. Like, you're like, oh my God, it went to Superior Court. It's a felony. No, it's not. No, it's not. A fucking divorce was filed in Superior Court, you stupid cunt. No contempt charges, nothing. Pull up the original divorce decree, right? It was filed in Superior Court, you stupid asshole. Like, literally. Like, you're so stupid that you don't understand things, right? You're so dumb. Now, the dogs. I am hoping that Mike takes Jake and I'll rehome Jake to Mike, right? I don't know how Jake's gonna do without Lola. I was gone for like, I don't know, 2.5 weeks. And when I came back to Mike's house, Jake was like, he was like crying when I was petting him. He was like literally like crying. He was like, I'm like, baby, it's okay. And he like went on his crying thing, right? He went on his crying trip for like fucking 10 minutes. I'm not gonna dox Mike's son's name, but his son like walked in the room and like he's like, yeah, they missed you a lot. But Jake was crying when I was petting him. Like literally crying. Like it was the most ridiculous noise I've heard out of a dog forever. But Jake missed me so much. And Mike even said, and his son even said, like Lola was cool without you, but Jake missed you the most. And and Jake was literally crying. It was the most ridiculous dog sound. When I came back from Florida and I went to get the dogs, right? He was just like, oh, it was pathetic. And like I sat on the floor and I was like holding him and patting him like, Jake is okay. Didn't you say Jake was so stressed and sick of being at Mike's mom's house? Jake was stressed. Jake had enough. And after reading my dogs, and like Mike is saying he wants to take Jake, I'm extremely worried if he takes Jake that Jake's gonna like, I don't know, like him and Lil been together for like 6 years. Yeah, I don't know how Jake's gonna do without Lola, right? Lil and Jake were there for like 2.5 weeks, and Lola was being her bitch self, right? She just went slept on the sofa and she just ignored everybody. But Jake was there, like Jake was there, and I don't know how Jake's gonna do without Lola. But I know that I'm going into a treatment facility, and they won't take Mike is taking Jake. I don't know. Mike said he was talking to his mom, right? Because yeah, 54 lives with his parents. So he just talked to his parents about taking Jake. But he doesn't have his own place. Well, I would give my Jake. I would give my Jake, but I don't know how Jake's gonna do away from Lola. Like literally, like he's mirrored off of Lola forever. Like going outside, going to potty, doing everything, and like Jake was kind of yeah, yeah. I'll give my Jake. How do you know you can get a bed at the street? Okay, so I've been talking to this certain treatment facility, and there's a bed there for me. Like I want my dogs. I wish I could find somebody that would just temporarily foster them, right? I don't want to get rid of Jake. Like I don't want to get rid of Jake at all, right? But when it comes down to it, like Lola's got cancer, like, and she's got to be with me, right? Like she does. Lola, they didn't eat. Let me clear that up. Okay, so Mike's mom feeds them or fed them like turkey breast slices and cheese and shit, and all of a sudden Lola stopped eating. So um, by the time I go into the end of December, I know that they know what day I'm going in. This is a little more of a bed insurance for an hospital, right? And I can go in tomorrow if I want to. My insurance has been cleared. My insurance has been cleared. I actually am worried about the dogs, and I want to be responsible for court. Why send them where they're stressed? Because if I surrender my dogs, Jake would be put down immediately. The Harris County Humane Society is at full capacity, and they can't take any dogs. And so if I bring Jake to animal control, they're going to put him down just like they put Taylor down immediately. You know, the dog I tried to kill, right? I'm just trying to do everything right. I'm just trying to do everything right, Flava. But like, there's proof you called the hospital and you got me swatted like less than 12 hours after I got ICU. There's proof that was I was on a ventilator because I tried to commit suicide, right? Could it be like the fucking 5 lives you did in a row on me? You, you trashy cunt. But I was on a ventilator on life support, literally. And she called and faked that she was like my ex husband's wife. Because you know why? Because she texted ATN and was like, oh, she's in the hospital. She's in ICU. She's on a vent. Change the locks. Kick her out. And ATN did not respond back to her, right? ATN didn't respond back to her. So then she decided to take it on herself to call a fucking hospital and say that she was Melissa Sabotage, but she didn't even know. By the way, if anyone has a fucking copy of that conversation, of that text, please email it to me. msabotage1973 at gmail, because I want to send that to the judge. Literally. But she called the courthouse and said that she was my husband's wife or my ex husband's wife. Bitch, you couldn't give him like the golden ticket to Willy Wonka's factory for him to get married again, right? I promise you that. Valley Girl said she has. Valley Girl's got like 8 dogs in her house. Yeah, like I would totally leave my dogs to Valley Girl. I would bring home Jake to her because her husband Joe is actually in love with Jake. Like Joe loves Jake, right? And I would like get Valley Girl to like just foster, not foster, but just dog sit for like a month, right, for Lola, because I know when I get in my full term like treatment facility, like in like it's not in a sober living house, Lola 100% can stay with me. But I think Valley Girl's got like 8 dogs right now, and she can't do that, right? But yeah, I mean, if Mike took, I'd be really cool with Mike taking Jake. Like they love each other, seriously, like they do. You know, if I had to rehome a dog, if I ever had to rehome a dog, I would give Jake to Mike 100%. I know they're not going to allow Lola in the 28-day program, but after that, when I go into a sober living facility, she is my service dog, and she will be allowed in the home. I just need to find like Mike already said no. Mike didn't say no. Apparently, his parents said no. Uh, Mike's parents said no. Mike didn't say no. Mike doesn't have any say so in his household. He lives with his mom and stepdad. But yeah. Oh my God, my charges were switched to Superior Court, so they're felonies. Flavor, pull up my first fucking record of my divorce. That was all filed in Superior Court. My divorce was filed in Superior Court, like originally, right? So it wasn't my divorce a felony, you dumb fucking twat. But he lives with them, right? Yeah, he lives with his mom and his stepdad. Yeah. I said it was a manufactured home, which I thought it was, but okay, maybe it's a double wide trailer. I don't fucking care. But like his mom's like, you can move in and just pay the electric bill. And I was like, how much is that? She was like $600. And I was like, holy shit. I mean, to myself, right? But then I was like, well, you know, she's got the horses and the barn, et cetera, right? And then Mike got super possessive over me. Like I would be there. I would 100% be there if Mike wasn't such a fucking dick. Like he became a dick. Like I just can't explain it. He's like, I mean, I was on a ventilator. I was on a ventilator in ICU, and he like fucking emailed my ex husband and said, "I'm gonna pack all her stuff while she's in the hospital, and I'm gonna move her." Like, really? Like, do I have no say so? Like, literally, like he literally texted ATN and said, "I'm gonna pack all of her stuff up and move her out this week," and we didn't even have any kind of agreement, right? And like, Mike's not a bad guy. I'm not throwing him under the bus. I mean, I did, but I'm not going to. Mike was like a great boss. He was fun. He was a fun boss, like literally, like. And then I got transferred from Mike's station to another station, and I was miserable, miserable, right? And he knew that. And like Mike left his line all the time and stayed and talked to me constantly. Like I thought we were friends. Like I literally thought that we were friends. Like just friends. I thought Mike and I were friends. And yeah, I got fucked up. I got drunk and I had sex with him like once and then twice. And I was just like, nah, that was a mistake. Because I was drinking or whatever, right? And like, we just need to be friends. And Mike would have been like the most awesome friend in the world, right? But he got butthurt and he got in his feelings. And by the way, I turned this person on to like the horrific like calculated bullshit, negative bullshit that I get on YouTube, right? And like, I'm gonna get the FOIA. He straight up even admitted that he knew it was Flava that called the fucking cops on me in the hospital. It's on body cams. It's on body cam. Straight up. Right? Straight up. Mike, like, I don't hate you, right? I don't hate you. I just hate, like, the person that you started to be, and then you got into this YouTube bullshit, right? You're a fucking grown ass man with a big old set of nuts. Yet you're like in Flavor's live streams with a whole bunch of bitches, and you know it's bullshit. The shit they talk about, like, you know me in real life, right? And you're like in Flavor's chat, like commenting, like they give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They just want someone to say negative about me. Now, as for drinking and driving, Mike Slicer, 1972, why don't you tell them that I absolutely refused to go to your house because I didn't want to drink and drive? Why don't you fucking say that you picked me up and you dropped me off every time I went to your house, with the exception of one time and I wasn't drinking then? Why don't you say that? Why don't you tell people that I refuse to drink and drive? Like, why don't you say some bullshit like that? Why don't you say, yeah, every time I wanted Michelle to come to my house to watch a football game, blah, blah, I had to pick her up and I had to drop her off, right? Why don't you tell people the fucking truth? Right? Like, why don't you tell the truth? Why don't you say no, she did not drink and drive? I picked her if she wanted to drink, I picked her up and I dropped her back off at home. Like, why are you such a pussy in certain aspects? Now, look, I hope you find someone. I seriously would not do that on YouTube because there's losers. But I hope you find somebody. I hope you're happy. Right? I hope you are. Like, we were friends. You were like the cool boss that became my friend. And then everything spiraled into like us getting to a relationship. And no, no, sir. No, sir. Because, no, my driver's license is valid. But if I went there, why do I not pay him back? Oh, well, I got a title want to pay off, right? I did borrow money from him. I can't afford to pay him back right now. I have a title and I have to pay, and he knows that, right? He knows that. Flavor's a fucking cunt. Flavor, you're a cunt. Do you want me to say the N word again? Because I'm not racist at all. I have so many black friends, right? You're the only N word that deems necessary. And it fucking sucks because you're mixed. Uh, anyways, I'm getting off of here. I cooked Thanksgiving dinner today. Because, like, I mean, I don't have any friends or family, and I didn't feel like cooking yesterday. And Flavor's a cunt. You're a complete fucking cunt. You have swatted me. You've called my ex-husband. You fucking faked that your ATM's wife to get me put out of the hospital because you even posted like ATM is your perfect chance to get her out of the hospital or to get out of the house. I was on a fucking ventilator, bitch. You are the dirtiest, nastiest piece of shit that's on YouTube. You are. You're disgusting. You're fucking disgusting. You have gone to so many lows to fuck with people, and not just me, right? But you've been going at me for about 2 years. I don't know, bitch. But you have gone to so many lows, and I can't wait till you're exposed. And I do watch Bomb. I watch Bomb all the time. Oh, by the way, you said I was texting Bomb. Right. I don't even know her fucking number, you douchebag. I don't even know her number. But you're like, yeah, Bomb and Michelle are texting each other behind the scenes. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. You put all these false narratives out and you expect people to believe you. But when they really do like a background check on you and they see what a fake fucking piece of shit you are, right? But I've been watching Bomb, right? And like you have no content. And I'm assuming that's what you're doing with me right now. You just like hit live stream right on Rumble and you just let it run, right? With no commentary. None. None. No commentary. Like I've watched it. Like you stream Bomb and you'll just like hook up and then you go do your shit around the house and then you come in and you say a few words. You're not even a commentary channel. Like all you do is try to get views from other people that are streaming with real content, right? That's all you do. You have no content. You never go to your channel with original shit, and then you go on Rumble and you just completely stream somebody live, right? And act like that's content. Like, no, this is my content. It's mine. It's not yours. You're a fucking hood rat. You're a hood rat, right? And your mom legitimately got voted